everyone! So today we are starting another transformation video. You guys don't seem to be bored of them. So because we happened to get some dolls unexpectedly, we thought we would film one. And it's going to be a quicker one instead of a long drawn out 30 to 40 minute one. So Colleen got these dolls for free.
From a coworker. A friend of mine at work said that she knew from someone else at work that Shelly and I we rescued Barbies and did stuff with them. And she had some that were her kids that she was done with. So she asked me if I was interested in them, and I said, oh, of course, because she didn't know what else to do with them. So she brought them in, and she kept forgetting, and I kept forgetting. But then earlier this week, I wrote myself a note to go upstairs and see her, but I didn't tell Shelly this was happening.
Yeah, I had no clue.
I just pulled out one of the dolls in the car and was like, look what I have!
So I'm gonna go back in time and show you what the dolls looked like when we got them, because this is filmed after everyone's clean. So without further ado.
Da 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 da. Hello, has anyone seen me, Mom? Oh! Hello? What happened to your clothes? Why are you naked? Where are your clothes? Put some clothes on. There's a dress. Someone needs to put on this dress. Why is everyone naked? Oh, what happened to your clothes? I'm very happy with my body, and I don't see a problem with this outfit. Me neither. Where are their clothes? Would someone wear this dress? Please?
Da, 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 da. So these are the dolls. As you can see, they truly are frockless, meaning they do not have any clothes. We got one dress between them, but that's alright because we have plenty of clothes. So I'm going to tell you who each doll is. So this right here is 2014 Wedding Day Cinderella. She is from the live action movie. 2015 Fashionistas Chambre Chic. She is number 22. She's one of the curvy dolls. This is our very first curvy Barbie. So exciting. And we also got our first Barbies with the 2013 head mold. 2014 Market Barbie. So she was sold with a supermarket. I believe she's from 2010. I could not confirm the date, but that makes sense. She is a Target exclusive princess sold with a puppy. Her stock number is T7373. It's not easy finding pictures of her. So they do have basic non-Target exclusive princess dolls that are pretty much identical, only they're sold without the puppy and they have two straight arms. And then this lady right here is 2013 Fashion Mix and Match, quote, Mermaid Barbie. 2010 Sparkling Princess Cinderella. So I kind of want to have a word about identifying newer Mattel dolls because they are substantially more difficult than any of the previous decades. This is because in the super mass production that they do now, this can make it really difficult to identify, and honestly, unless the doll has a really specific feature, sometimes it's just a matter of guessing. You don't really know because everything is recycled unless you get clothes with them. So none of these dolls had clothes, and obviously that dress didn't go to anybody. I started with the obvious ones, so I knew that this was a live action Cinderella. I figured she was a wedding one. That took no time. She's special. However, the rest of the dolls were not as easy. I had a hunch that this doll was probably a Fashionistas. There's a lot of different people who document Fashionistas online, and she still had her original shoes tied down, so that was kind of a conclusive way for me to know who she was. So with this doll, I went to the Mattel website, and you can look at their products page of out-of-date things, and I just flipped through the first few pages, and I happened to see a doll that had a middle parting and this armband like that. I looked it up, and she happened to match everything. She's the Market Barbie. The time frame of the rest of the dolls, it made sense. Now this doll, I was already kind of familiar with this generation of princesses because I've gotten pieces of their clothes in the past, but what threw me off was this bent arm. But I happened to find one picture of her online. The only thing that doesn't match is this hairstyle. She does match, and when it comes to hairstyles and things, you can't always rely on those. Even earrings people can pull out earrings and put different earrings in the body, but I noticed her hands have this very pronounced outward motion, which is common on mermaid dolls. So I started checking with mermaid dolls, and I thought that there was a possibility that maybe she was some kind of like mix and match type thing, because I've seen those in my eBay travels before, and that's why she has the bodice, because she's supposed to come with like plastic tops you clip on, and they don't have backing, so that's why they painted her, so she'd have some coverage, kind of like the Snap-on Bratz kids. Also, her hair was kind of mermaidy. And then for Cinderella, okay, Mattel Disney dolls are super duper generic. But a tip I have for you is they started using the hollow non-bending legs around 2010. So if they have bending legs, they're probably older than that. And I have a lot of the 2010 sparkling dolls. Now I can't, like I said, be sure that she's actually a sparkling doll, but the hairstyle matches, the facial screening is recycled, and the fact that she has the straight non-bending legs, whereas the 09 dolls would have the bend and snap type legs. Everyone is logged in. I also have sticky notes because I'm still in the process of catching up and redoing the inventory. And this is my new 2010s Barbie inventory before they were merged with the 2000s. But I now have 42 dolls, so that feels like plenty to split them up. And I should note that I got my very first 2014 and 2015 box dated Barbies, because I mostly buy them secondhand and not at the store. It's not that I don't like them, but Barbie just turns up so much secondhand.
So a lot of people ask me how to wash fabric things that are sewn to a doll or are attached in some way that they're not practical to remove. And as you could see, what I was doing on that Cinderella is I just washed her veil with dish soap while I was doing her hair. Now, if it was really dirty, I would take a toothbrush and either laundry detergent or OxiClean, and I would massage it in with a toothbrush and leave it for a few minutes and then rinse it out. But in that case, it really wasn't that dirty. I just cleaned it to be sure, because I didn't feel like taking it out and then having to work it back in, since her hairstyle was for the most part pretty nice. And that's another thing too, if the dolls have a more intricate hairstyle and I don't really feel like pulling it out and their hair isn't super squalid or anything, I'll just lather soap into it and make sure to rinse it really well, and I've never had any issues. But if they were really dirty, then I make sure to remove the elastics and deep clean everything. So when I'm cleaning dolls with Colleen, I will usually clean their bodies one at a time and hand them over to her to do the hair. But since I was doing these alone, I washed all their bodies and washed their hair with dish soap twice and made a pile of them, and then I kind of detangled them in one session. This was just so I wasn't like going back and forth, and because I was using my kettle to boil wash them this day, that meant I would have multiple bowls going at the same time, so it was unnecessary to like have a group and then boil wash them. And here I'm using my two favorite bowls for boil washing, and I'm using the kettle to heat up the water because I had just enough for 2, maybe 3 bowls if I had needed it, and I didn't need to like go back and forth between the microwave. So that's when I use the kettle, not if I'm just doing 1 or 2 dolls, because it's just more convenient. In this clip, I'm cooling the dolls down with cold water from the tap. I don't use ice cubes like I used to. It's kind of just a waste. And then I'm coating them with a diluted mixture of gel and water. It tames flyaways, adds shine. It's just something I always do. So I just used a little bit of homemade laundry detergent to wash this dress because it wasn't really that dirty looking, and it smelled fine after I washed it. You can see I smelled it. And I always make sure to rinse and spray down my laundry tub after doing doll laundry because it can smell funny like your own washing machine if you don't do that once in a while. And I have gotten asked how I dry my dolls with a fan on the bed. It's better than putting them outside because there's no UV damage. You don't have to worry about it raining or anything. This just works for me.
So I got this Hello Kitty fashion for the curvy Barbie, chambray chic. I think it'll fit. It says on the back that it fits most Barbie dolls, but that can be misleading. I wish they would actually like list out who would fit it. But if you look, you can usually tell the difference from what I'm seeing. The curvy fashions, or ones that fit them, almost look like Ken clothes in size because she's quite broad. No offense to Barbie, but the first time I was looking through the fashions at Walmart, I was kind of like, why are some of these so big? And I didn't realize that they were meant to fit curvy dolls too. So I'm hoping this fits her. We'll see. It's really cute. It's got the Choco Cat. They had another Hello Kitty one that was cute too, but I figured this one didn't have pants, so there was a better chance it would fit her.
So I brought up the drawer for the 2000s fashions to just see if there's anything in here that's not being worn that will look good on some of our friends. So I might really like the mermaid in this. So she might actually end up staying in this. It's a little outside the box, but I don't know, maybe. I'll ask Shelly what she thinks. I'm gonna get my other muses over here. To me, a naked Barbie is like a blank canvas full of potential and possibilities. I like that a lot. Does a lot for her. Show Shelly that one too. I'm thinking there's another outfit that was in that bag. I think it would look really cute with this. I don't know why, but with her bodice it's starting to remind me of the American Girl Marisol's like dance ensemble. I have no idea why. Like the jazz one that we don't have. So I'm like torn about whether I want to leave this girl's glitter exposed or not. It kind of all depends on the right look, because like it's kind of like chipping away right here, but on the other hand it's sparkly and pretty, and like if we leave it this way on Flickr, it'll make her easier for other people to identify, like, oh, I have that doll. So I'm not really liking the look of this because of the way the glitter is exposed in the belly region. I don't know if you can see. On the other hand, the way the glitter is showing on this one looks really cool. Like that. I like it enough to show Shelly, but I think I might like the other one better, and it was easier to put on. She needs to wear leggings with this, but I like it.
So the dolls are done. We're gonna run down through them pretty quickly. Please ignore Stacy and Midge over there. So we have the princess and puppy doll. Colleen chose this fabulous outfit, and it took me a lot of boil washing to get her hair nice and straight because it's supposed to be kind of wavy, but it was really gross feeling. Then we have Chambray Chic, who is actually pronounced chambray, but I think it sounds better chambray.
And we've named the doll Chambray.
And this is the fashion pack on her. It looks so cute, and it matches her original shoes. Then we have the Wedding Day Cinderella. This looks really fabulous.
It's pretty.
And then we have 2010 Sparkling Princess Cindy. This is my favorite fairy tale dress. Mix and match Barbie here. And Colleen decided to cover up her little bodysuit. She looks really cute in this, and that's what her hair looks like.
It's funny, that's the first thing I tried on her and it worked so well.
And then this is Marky Barbie, who is so beautiful.
She was really fun to dress. Like, there were so many clothes I could have put her in, but I settled on that one.
So these dolls will eventually be on my Flickr if you're interested in seeing more pictures of them or reading about them. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.